Chairperson of the University Council, Mrs. Lorna Magara, and council members present, the Vice Chancellor, Professor Barnabas Nawangwe, and members of university management, the Chairperson of the Grants Management Committee, Professor William Bazeyo, a Principal of College of Education and External Studies, Professor Masagazi Masazi, and the college leadership team present today, and Professor Mugaga, the patriot. I am so honored to be present here today. It is a pleasure for me to join you for this College Open Day organized by the leadership of the College of Education and External Studies to showcase research projects funded by the government of Uganda through Makerere University Research and Innovations Fund. I must congratulate you for this well thought out idea of an open day to share the outcome of your research with the public and provide accountability for the resources you received to do research. I have been quite impressed and humbled to learn of such good work that is being done by you at the College of Education. I have noted with appreciation that the projects showcased today cover a wide range of education concerns that the country is struggling with related to homeschooling, effective teaching and learning, enhancement of science education, implementation of the thematic curriculum, use of mobile and e-learning, among other important areas of research. All these are topical issues whose research findings and recommendations will truly help inform improvements in delivery of service in the education sector. I'm also extremely pleased to note that the College of Education and External Studies, through the Institute of Open Distance and E-Learning, has been building staff and student capacity in the application of ODEL pedagogy in the entire university. As a ministry, we applaud you for this initiative, and I urge you to extend the expertise in ODEL beyond Makerere University to benefit the other higher education institutions in need of this knowledge and expertise, as the chair of council has just said. You all now know that we are operating in a very fragile environment brought about by the COVID-19 pandemic. In order to normalize the education system, we must work together and share resources to solve the challenges that have greatly affected our education system as a result of this pandemic. Government, and in particular the Ministry of Education and Sports, is prepared to learn from the scientific explanations generated through your research and innovations and do what it takes to recover what we have lost. Government is committed to supporting research and innovations in universities, as you really now know, to provide high quality data to inform policy decisions. I want to encourage you now to make sure that you prioritize projects that are crucial to social and economic transformation, and those multi-sectoral projects which cover a wide spectrum of development issues and have significant impact in the country. As a College of Education and External Studies, research in education is key, and I encourage you to do as much research as possible into issues that you know affect education. Its managers, and the teachers. We are all aware that in order to transform this sector, there is need to generate interventions focusing on the teacher. Therefore, research in teacher education is one of the most important focus areas at this time when we have made teacher issues to deal with. We have so many. And I was really impressed to hear you mention many, not a few, many issues that we deal with all the time. And I was interested to listen somebody talking about teaching of science in local language. I think it is time that we find a way to bring out those issues in science that make sense to each child at a primary level in their mother tongue. That's when science will make sense to us and will become transformational when we really get involved in primary teaching science in the mother tongue. Not just a folklore, but talking about issues that are truly important for teaching science. But when you bring it in the mother tongue, then it becomes real and it becomes meaningful. And then perhaps then we can have more scientists in our society. I also commend the college for the support it has provided to the Ministry of Education and Sports in various thorough and expertise ways for many of its staff. I'm aware of the individual and institutional contribution and participation in development and review of curricula at various levels, the development of national teacher policy, the development of the early childhood development framework, support to establishment of Uganda National Institute of Teacher Education, as well as the support in the ongoing development of the digital agenda for the education and sports sector. The ministry appreciates all these contributions, and I call upon you to continue supporting the ministry in all possible ways. For a strong ministry, you must understand, a strong Ministry of Education is a strong sector of the national education throughout the country. Lastly, I commend the management of Makerere University Research and Innovation Fund for the good work they are doing in identifying potential projects with capacity to influence development decisions. The showcase projects are testimony that the funds are being properly utilized, and it is my prayer that universities continue to do more and indeed live the purpose for which they exist as knowledge hubs for development. I applaud the University Council and management for the good work they are doing in supporting continuity of learning for university students. Let us all join hands to mobilize our learners and staff to get vaccinated so that as the university opens in a staggered manner from 1st of November, we are all safe and protected. Government will continue looking for resources to support interventions to ensure education returns to normalcy when it is possible to do so. I now must congratulate you once again for organizing this open day to share what you are doing for the benefit of education stakeholders. It is again my prayer that this becomes a regular practice so that more people benefit from the outcome of your research and from your expertise. And of course, it is a smart idea to account for the funds that have come to you by showing what it has done for the country. I must again say that I trust God that in His time, I'll get the time to come to you in person to see what you are doing at the college. Thank you and God bless you.